All right. Hello, everybody. It's 8 p.m. right on time. So we've got a loaded show, loaded podcast to get to today because obviously there's been a lot of good news coming to Gator Nation Sunday and of course today. So that's a good thing. So let's get talking about it. Let's get to the brew portion. You can see I don't have any brewery shirt on today, but I thought the Gator shirt would be incredibly necessary, incredibly appropriate for all the stuff we're going to cover, all the good news that came our way. Um, so it's, go Gators all day. So here, for the beer we're doing today, Luminescence Hazy IPA by Florida Avenue Brewing Company. Luminescence Hazy IPA, brewed and canned by Brewbus Brewing in Tampa, Florida for Florida Avenue Brewing Company. I will have some Brewbus on here possibly next week. I'm working on that, but I've been trying to get my hands on this. Got at the ABC on Dale Mabry for all my local Tampa listeners out there. So, oh, and of course, I had if I don't have a T-shirt, I'll have something relevant probably on the pint glass. So there's a nice little Brewbus Brewery pint glass. So let's go ahead, crack this bad boy. Ooh, that's how we start every show, and that's how we're going to keep on doing it. And of course, let's go ahead and get this pour going. When I was on Untapped, I looked at the picture of this bad boy, and I knew the color was going to be incredible. So look at that color going in. For all those listening, sorry that you can't see this, but check it out on YouTube Live. Now you can listen and watch, or once we're done and you want to watch the live thing, go ahead and check it out. So obviously, if you've been on my Untapped or you've watched any of the three I've done prior to this, there's obviously a pattern here. I really like these hazy IPAs. Again, my buddy Patrick Simmons, you can go ahead and blame him for that one. So cheers. This is my first time trying this one, so we're going to be trying this one together. And like I always do, as soon as I'm done trying it, I'm gonna rate it right on Untapped for us as soon as we're done. All right, cheers. Happy Monday. Hope everyone had a good, productive, and safe Monday. And I hope everyone had a good, safe weekend as well. So cheers. Oh, that is fantastic. Great job, Florida Avenue and Brewbus, coming together to make this thing possible. Fantastic. So a little bit about Brewbus. If you're from the Tampa Bay area, you've probably heard of them. There's Tampa roots running deep through that brewery. Actually, an old classmate of mine at Chamberlain High School, Anthony Derby, helped found Brewbus. And so they brew Florida Avenue beer in Brewbus Brewery. Also brew their own beer. Great stuff. Can't wait to have that on the show. If you ever want to hop on their brew bus, they will take you around to the different breweries around Seminole Heights and around Tampa. You can't go wrong with it. The prices are fantastic. They even have an eatery inside the Brew Bus Brewery that I know is delicious. Been there, tried it, will go again. 100% recommend it. They've got happy hours Monday through Friday. They even do a trivia Tuesday. I got to get down there for that. So again, Brew Bus Brewery, you can find Florida Avenue beer there brewed, and also Brew Bus themselves. So again, this is delicious, highly recommended. What do we see here? I'm thinking this is probably a 4.25 for me. It's very, very drinkable. Some IPAs, some hazy ones are maybe a little heavy, maybe not good for out in the sunshine, but this is good golf course or on the beach, 100%. So let's go ahead and 4.25 this bad boy. We're in. Check out my Untapped on Brew and Orange. You can find it. And you can see all the beers I rate. And I'm telling you, I think this one actually is going to be number 700. So cheers to that again. So let's get down to business here because we got a lot to cover. And I've already almost taken up 5 minutes every time talking about the beer, and I probably could take up another 5. So first thing, obviously, kind of things got jumping on Sunday. But let me preface that by saying that if you've watched episode 1, 2, or 3, yes, I was critical of the staff, and it's the best crow I've ever eaten. It's the best crow. That's fine. But that's the beauty of college recruiting because things are a roller coaster. We never know what these kids are actually thinking. You could have checked with the 247 Gator country rivals. You could have checked with all the insiders. Everybody was outside. No one really knew. So this was a huge surprise to kind of while you're watching that PGA championship and you get that update to see Jason Marshall commit. That's big time. That's a surprise. That's good for Florida. That's good for the optics. And I mean, what else can you ask for? A five-star cornerback. He had offers from everybody. Everyone said this was a Bama and Miami race. So word on the street was that he actually may have silent committed to Miami earlier last week. And I think once Florida heard that, they really put a pressure on Jason Marshall to come to Florida. They made him feel important. And I think he said that they offered him his sophomore year of high school, that he was one of his first offers. He mentioned they were his dream school multiple times, and it came to fruition. He's committed to Florida. There's stuff on social media. Oh, is this a troll job? That kind of thing. I do not think so. But like I said, I mean, is this good for Florida to reel in? Like I think he was like the number top 5, top 10 player in the state of Florida. This is huge, of course, but it needs to be consistent. That's consistency is key. That's why the Bamas are where they are, the Clemsons are where they are, and the Ohio States are where they are, year in and year out. It's because they are recruiting at the level that Florida has shown that they can do. Florida does this thing where the sky's falling, and Gator fans, myself, are all guilty of this. But I think I saw someone on the board today say it's never as bad as it seems. It's never as good as it seems. You got to stay even keel. But just what a great grab. I mean, to grab a 5-star cornerback, he's gonna be an all-star. There's no doubt about it. Everybody wanted him, and Florida's got him. So he turned around today. Everyone knew this commitment was coming. This commitment was coming from Corey Collier. He had announced that he would be committing on this day a couple weeks ago. So it's been something we've all been waiting for. 4-star safety, 5-star on Rivals. It just goes to show. I think Jason Marshall's a 4-star on Rivals. Corey Collier is a 5-star. These rival sites, they have their different ways of evaluating. It doesn't really matter. He's a top 100 player. He's a top 15 player in the state of Florida. Number 3 in his position. Florida is really building a seriously good safety class in 2021 right now with Corey Collier, Donovan Mitchell, Jordan Young. And Donovan Mitchell's a guy who, you look at the boards right now, he is going to get reevaluated. He is going to get a bump. It's only going up from here. So I think Florida started at 9th after Jason Marshall. They were 11th. They got Marshall's commit, moved up to 9th. They got Corey Collier's commit, and they moved all the way up to number 6. So here's the fun stuff. When you're on a roll like this, the optics are great. Everybody's watching. You go through Twitter right now, oh my gosh, it's every single thing. Now, granted, I follow a ton of them, but national outlets are picking this up. Okay, this is these are big time gets. These are nationally recognized players on all of the major recruiting sites. It's a big deal. So the fun part is other recruits are watching. When you start seeing these big time recruits going somewhere, they start watching, they're interested, and they start, what's happening at Florida right now? Is that something I need to consider? There's a list of people right now who a lot of people are considering we could see pop to Florida sooner rather than later. And one of those guys is Terrion Arnold. Before I came on here, I'm cruising Twitter. He is incredibly active, incredibly engaged with the Florida staff, Florida players, and the current commits. Very, very engaged, very active. Do not be surprised if we get him. So that's something, and that's another safety, 4-star, top 100 player. You get him, Terrion Arnold, Jordan Young, Donovan McMillan, and Corey Collier as safeties. No one's scoring on Florida here for a little while, okay? Florida's looking really, really good in that spot right now. Another person active right now with current players and current commits is Tunmise from Ohio State. I saw today that, they told him when he committed to Ohio State, Florida was going to work him until they got him to Florida. So there's word. That's not out of the realm of possibility right now. Okay. Also, Brian Langston. I mentioned him in my last podcast. Again, someone who's active with the players, commits, the coaching staff loves him. He's down to Florida LSU. There's not many people who are going to tell you that they don't believe he ends up with Florida. No one's a lock. We are talking about 18-year-old kids here that are making huge decisions. A lot of people in their ears and stuff like that. No one's ever a lock, but boy, Langston does seem like he wants to be a part of this class. And right now, who doesn't with how fun everything is looking, how just the surge, the just kind of what happened over two days. Man, it was all Miami when James Williams popped for Miami, and then you had Leonard Taylor. And, even though Florida wasn't in it for James Williams, that was a big get for Miami. Leonard Taylor was a big get for them. But, man, did Florida flip the script for the whole conversation right now. To have Corey Collier and Jason Marshall pop like that, that's huge. That's not a coincidence. That's a big deal. Now, I posted on my Twitter, if you were looking, there's talk right now that a current commit who played on these Collier and Marshall's high school team, current commit of Miami, who I think Florida is going to make a run at to get a flip. Don't be surprised by that. And honestly, I think that sentiment can apply to two people over on the Miami staff or on the Miami current commit list right now. You can look up who they are, and you can kind of make your assumptions for yourself. But right now, there's one tweet going around right now from coaching staff, the recruiters, and the current commits that they're not done yet. And one other person I didn't even realize, so I can hardly read my handwriting, is Jeremiah Williams, or Scooby Williams, as you'll see. Just now on my Twitter, I retweeted right before I came here. He posted the little arrows to the little gator. Read the tea leaves, take what you want from that. He's been an Auburn guy. A lot of crystal balls coming in for Auburn from him. But like I said, you start to get this momentum, and players watch. They want to be a part of that. And I think that's what Florida's doing right there. So who's next? One of those four guys. Maybe it's someone I don't even have here. You just don't know. I'm going to skip down here because Terry Arnold is my recruit to watch. So let's just get that out of the way. He is a 4-star safety, St. John's Catholic, big time. He's another top 10 safety in the nation. And you pair him with the McMillan and the Colliers, and you've got a very, very good defensive back class on top of what they already have. It's going to be – we're talking about these are classes that are going to rival when we had the Reggie Nelsons, when we had Hargraves, Keanu Neal. It's going to rival those classes for sure. I think that was the 2013 class. This is big time. This is going to really help the optics of Florida. But this is a Band-Aid, of course, because we never know what's going to happen. You would like to see these kind of things happen consistently throughout the cycle. We are 3-4 months away from early signing day, and February, of course, is right after that. So you've got to lock these kids down. You've got to be persistent. You're happy to land Jason Marshall, but do you want to have to go after him after he's silenced to Miami? Probably not. You don't want to have to be scrambling like that. I heard they sent Brian Johnson, Torian Gray, Coach Hevesy, Coach Hova. I mean, they sent the Army after the kid. Did it work? It did. It did. There's a lot of manpower. They really went hard after these two guys, locked them down. And, hey, look, now we're talking about it here. Gator fans are feeling real good on a Monday, so let's go ahead and drink to that. That's for sure. So, like I said, up until signing day, Florida's going to push for a Leonard Taylor flip and possibly a Brashard Smith flip. Brashard Smith was committed to Florida at one point. Not sure exactly what happened there. Just heard quite a few things. Maybe he didn't like where Florida was going to use him. I heard he's going to be an excellent slot receiver, but I think he's listed as a running back. I don't think that's going to matter anymore. I think we're going to hear a lot of smoke about these Palmetto guys over at Miami. What's going on at Florida now? I mean, Florida just jumped everybody. And like I said, there was a Category 5 hurricane on Twitter, and that bad boy has dissipated down to a depression, if that. That thing's no longer there. Florida's got – the Gators are roaring. The Gators are rolling right now on the recruiting trail, and they've got to keep that up. So another thing I want to start doing on my podcast, and, this is just – I'm flying by the seat of my pants on these things. I just started this not too long ago. I've mentioned, and if you've read my blog or anything like that, I am born and raised in Tampa, Florida, all 32 years of my life, but grew up a Gator fan thanks to my grandpa. However, you're a Rays fan from day one. You're a Lightning fan from day one, as well as the Bucks and all that stuff. We can even get some USF stuff on here. Leave me stuff in the comments. What do you want to hear about? So what I want to start doing towards the end of my podcast, once I've covered what I need to cover, is I want to have a Tampa sports roundup right now because obviously sports are back, which means the Rays, the Lightning, the Bucks are right around the corner. I mean, we did see the Rays this weekend take 3 out of 4 from the Yankees, and that's got to feel good. I know right now their first game, like the first 2 innings against Boston, is not looking very good right now. But hey, it's early, probably first, second inning, that's fine. But they're embarking now on a 10-game road trip, so go Rays. Let's hope they can continue to win, continue to build off that strong showing against what was an incredibly good-looking Yankee team, obviously. So also the Lightning, yeah, they lost to the Flyers. They're not the number 1 seed. They're playing the Blue Jackets again. I know probably for a lot of Lightning fans, that's bringing back some pretty bad memories of last year's first-round debacle that took place. Hopefully we don't have a repeat of that. I don't think we're going to. This team seems hungry. They're flying around. Obviously that Hedman injury maybe took some wind out of their sails last night against the Flyers. Who knows? And obviously, everyone knows how hockey injuries are. They play that stuff close to the vest. They are not revealing anything right now. So hopefully we have an update on Hedman's. Hopefully we have an update on Hedman's injury soon. Hopefully he's not out for too long. But go Lightning. It's an odd time for sports, odd time for both of those sports right now, baseball and hockey. Nothing. It's all unorthodox right now. Everyone's just kind of it's something we've never seen before. Hopefully the players I think they're going to play hard. They want to go out and show it. And the Lightning don't want to lose to the Blue Jackets again like they did last year. That's for certain. So, I mean, really, we flew through that in almost 17 minutes. That's good. So let's recap. Again, Luminescence, Hazy Pale Ale, Florida Avenue, brewed at Brew Bus. Go to trivia tomorrow night. Go in, go to happy hour. It runs, check their website. The hours for their happy hour differ depending on what day of the week it is. Definitely something to check out. Grab your friends, get your buddies, go hop on the Brew Bus and take a tour of awesome Seminole Heights. It's booming over there. The restaurants, the breweries, put the money into the economy. Let's keep the good times rolling, and let's make all these beers continue to be able to be brewed and enjoyed by all of us out here. Continue to watch for these next possible 4 commits. But remember, let me I digress a little bit. I think 4 is up to almost 25 commits if that's not where they are right now. Don't be surprised if you see some people kind of processed, I think is the word they use, kind of pushed out of this class to make room for these big guys right here. Okay. That's not a bad problem to have. You feel bad for those guys who kind of get pushed out, but hey, that's the beast of this business. And when you're on a roll, these these future college stars, they take notice and they want to join that. And right now, Terry and Arnold, Tunmise from Ohio State, Bryce Langston and Jeremiah Williams, those are some names to watch right now. If you haven't watched Terry and Arnold's film, the dude's a ball hawk. You'll almost think he's a wide receiver. He's out there making so many plays in the backfield, in the defensive backfield, the way he is in his film. So, I mean, what a way to end the weekend with Jason Marshall's commit. What a great way to start the week. Everyone can always use some good news on Monday and a good Luminescence Hazy IPA from Florida Avenue Brewing Company, brewed right here in Tampa, Florida at Seminole Heights at Brew Bus. I've already kind of got the beer for the week, so stay tuned. We're gonna showcase 2 other breweries this week. I'll probably do another podcast Wednesday. I'll do another one on Friday, but trust me, if any good news pops, I'm gonna hop on here. Find me on Twitter at Brew and Orange. Find me at Untapped. Check out all the rankings I have. Look for my local beers. Go out and buy that stuff. Go to Jug and Bottle on Seminole Heights. They're always carrying that kind of stuff. But certainly check out Brew Bus. Let's everyone have a good week, safe week. Wear your mask when you go out. I know it's uncomfortable. I know it's frustrating, but it's going to help in the long run. And let's hope that the SEC, the ACC, and the Big 12 can come together with something, and let's have a season this year so we can put this team that on paper for Florida looks like they can compete in the long run. I don't care if you got Texas A&M and Arkansas. I don't care who's on the schedule this year. this team on paper looks like they can compete. Okay, and that's not and we want to see them on the field. Fans or no fans, we want to see them on TV. We want to see them in these big games because that's only going to help us. That's only going to help the cause. It's only going to get more big name recruits to look at Florida with or without the 100,000 fans in the stadium. Florida is built to make a run this year. 10 wins 2 years ago, 11 wins last year, 12 wins are possible. 11 win, however many games they're going to be allowed to play this year. It's very possible. This team looks very, very good. They look very hungry. I love seeing the "we want to play" hashtag happening on Twitter right now. Sorry, getting a little parched. Got to have another sip of this. Sorry. Easy 4.25. Easy, easy, easy. Go check them out on Untapped. But let's hope there's a season. Let's back these players. They're a powerful, powerful voice happening right now on Twitter. And I'm hoping that their voice is heard. That's very, very important. So again, go Rays, go Lightning, go Gators. Everyone have a healthy, safe, productive week. That way you can enjoy your weekend guilt-free. This weekend, go grab yourself some Luminescence IPA. Look at that can art. That's nice there. And remember, this is brewed and canned by Brew Brewing in Tampa, Florida, 4 Florida Avenue. Just go in there. No one knows me yet. Why don't you just go in there and tell them you saw this on the Brew and Orange podcast? You know, who knows? Let them know Cody Brickner sent you. That's and here you go. Grab yourself a pint glass while you're at it. Grab yourself some IPAs from over there, whatever it is. Have a burger while you're at it. I'll be back on Wednesday. Check my blogs. Every morning I'm going to have a blog. I've got so much to say, as you can see here. So catch me at brewandorange.com. My live stream, go on Twitter, Brew and Orange. Catch me on Untapped. My podcast is everywhere now. I think it's on 6 different platforms. I can't even remember all of them. But definitely Spotify, definitely on Anchor, and check me out on Twitter and Instagram, please. Everyone, thank you for being here. One person, don't know who you are, but thanks for listening. One day, man, hopefully there's some zeros behind that one, but I'm not going to stop doing this right now. Have a great week, everybody. Go Gators, and let's keep the good times rolling, and let's see if we can get one of these 4, if not all 4 of them on board. Boy, that class would be top 3, top 5. Promise you that. Cheers. Go Gators, and we'll see you Wednesday.